Good morning. Buckle up for the best answers to the question you've always been asking yourself, maybe. What are the most boring/mundane things that excite you? Sleeping on clean, fresh bed sheets. And then you shower before going to bed. Keep going, I'm almost to heaven. With freshly shaved legs. As a temp, I once got the job to sort a couple of cabinets full of reports. They were supposed to be sorted by date, but those who were filing had been slacking and just putting them in wherever there was room, so now they needed sorting. Those were 4 blissful hours of sitting on the floor, surrounded by stacks of paper slowly merging into the correct order. When I throw away the old kitchen sponge and take out a new one from the pack, it feels like you finally have the tools to clean your dishes the way they deserve to be cleaned, instead of being touched by that bacterial infestation waiting to happen that was the old sponge. Also, I really like chess. It bores most people to death, but to me it's just beautiful. Some of the classic matches throughout the ages are honestly a form of art. Tip to make your sponge supply last longer: cut them in half. A half-sized sponge will clean just as well as a full-sized one, if not better, because you have a little more control and better grip from the smaller size. And your sponge package will last twice as long. Rain. I love everything about a rainy day. The smell of the earth, the sound of the rainfall, the grayscale hue that encompasses everything. I even feel physically better due to the air pressure. Oftentimes my cat and I will sit on the deck and watch a rainstorm together. Then thunder strikes and she freaks the frick out, scrambles inside frantically while knocking over as much poop as possible. The sky. I always think the sky is beautiful. I could stare at it for hours. I live in the Netherlands where there's a lot of light pollution, so night skies are usually gray and dull. Last week I saw a beautiful mix of sunset, cloud formation, wavy blankets, and a night sky at the same time and just enjoyed the moment. I was wondering how many others were enjoying the view too. We have a similar issue here in Ireland. But we've had some beautiful night skies recently, particularly with Jupiter and Saturn in full view from outside our apartment. This is, of course, when it's not raining. Which it almost always is. Being home alone. I'll never forget the first time my parents left me home alone for the weekend in high school. Should I have a party? Friends over? Stay out all night? Nope. I'm going to stay here in this blissful silence, order a pizza and enjoy a movie I rented from Blockbuster. All by myself. It was glorious. Nobody can tell me what to do now. Lol, that's great. The feeling when you are reading a book in the evening and your eyes start to feel heavy and you can already tell it's gonna hella easy to drift off to sleep tonight and you are gonna get a full 8 hours. Then you put the book away and stare at the ceiling for an hour before getting that feeling again. The trick is to just keep reading and not put the book away. I leave it in bed with me. I have woken up laying on top of my book before, lost my page and or bookmarked countless times, etc., but it's totally worth it. Honestly, I am not a tidy person in general. But organizing my house is amazing. I love it when small spaces are efficiently organized. I lived off my motorcycle for a year and took so much pleasure from it being all packed up and everything in its place. Same with the truck and the garage. My wife is a creative and in the house. Stuff on every Railen. Receiving packages and opening them. I wish there was a word for the feeling I feel when I see the UPS truck pull up at my house. If there is, I bet it's in German. I just like walking to places. This is my favorite way to spend a Saturday. Once, I jumped on the bus, intending to check out the gym by my university. Somehow I ended up on the other side of the river, found the best dog park ever, watched a public orchestra concert, and sat for hours in a park just watching everyone walk around. I never made it to the gym. Am an accountant. Made a nice spreadsheet that was all linked, updated automatically with a macro. Does 6 hours of work a month in 10 minutes. It's a nice spreadsheet. I make my husband look at my spreadsheets. They are works of art. Color-coded with perfect formulas that flow to other cells with even more formulas. A good spreadsheet build is almost as satisfying as a good roll in the hay. Both put me to sleep with a smile. It's always nice when someone else appreciates a spreadsheet you make, especially when the people that use it will never appreciate it, they'll just expect it to work. Grocery shopping. It's like a mini vacation for me. I have never understood people who don't like grocery shopping. It's one of my favorite things to do. I pop in my headphones and listen to music or a podcast and just meander through every aisle in total satisfaction. Clothes shopping, however, is an actual hellscape and the total opposite of grocery shopping. Having worked in a supermarket for 10 plus years, I just want to leave as soon as I enter. Fortunately, I'm a fast shopper since I know where everything is. Watching people, when I am waiting for the traffic signal to go green, I look around at the people and start imagining what their story might be. Like if I see an old lady crossing the road, and I would try to assume what she is doing, maybe she is going to see her nephew. And his nephew is a carpenter. My husband and one do this on long drives. What's the deal with those people? Those are two brothers. One of them just got out of prison and they're on a mission from God to save an orphanage. The stars. Sometimes I get home late at night and just stand in my driveway staring at the stars. The universe is insane when you stop and think about it. I feel something special when I look at a clear night with stars late at night, when everything is silent. It sounds really cheesy, but I enjoy it a lot. I wish more people looked up to the sky instead of only looking down. Finding change on the ground. Back in high school, I kept a cup in my locker for any coins I found around campus. When Friday morning rolled around, I almost always had enough loose change to buy a donut from the business student's donut stand. It sounds like you donut ever miss change. Drinking tea/coffee from a new cup I bought. Especially when the cup is small and cute. My wife is always buying little fancy cups and dishes. The other women on our street are all too happy to borrow them when she makes a casserole. Mechanical pencils get me going. I like them until they run out of lead. Then they're pointless. You make a fine point. I don't get the joke. Could you point it out for me? What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.